Andrew Lee, we already talked about our pole sitter alongside on row 1. Ashton Yates, great weekend so far for him, and then Jason Uribe in third.
JD Beach, stock 1000 this year on the Honda. Bryce Cornbow there fifth, and Taylor Knapp, good qualifying for Taylor there on the second row.
All right, we go to row 3. There is Rocco Landers alongside him with Jason Waters and Isaiah Davis.
And then Dion Campbell, Christopher Durbin, and Joseph Giannotto.
Lights are on. As soon as they go off, we are racing at Michelin Raceway, Road Atlanta, Stock 1000, race number 1 of the championship season. Our pole sitter with a good start, but I think that was his teammate, Jason Uribe, with a better one.
Right there on the inside, was able to get a really good start and make it right past his teammate.
First race of the season. Everyone trying to settle into their positions, get comfortable around one another through practice and qualifying. We never have groups that are quite this big. That's a big incident here in the opening lap of this race.
It's like Taylor Knapp and maybe Bryce Prince possibly. Taylor Knapp for sure.
It's definitely a Bryce Prince motorcycle. See the corner worker very quickly there by his side.
It's really hard, that first section, so many riders. We've talked about how packed this grid is. Everybody's funneling down into that one little corner into two.
And the red flag is now being shown to the rest of the competitors. So this race will come to a stop. All of the riders will come down pit lane and find their teams. Take a couple looks here at what happened, Roger.
Yeah, I'm trying. Oh, Bryce just rear end stepped out right there. And I'm not sure what happened at the top of the hill, but for Bryce there, looks like out of turn 3, just lost a little bit of rear traction. And this is at the very top of the hill, right off the start. Not sure what happened to Taylor Knapp there. 2 separate incidents.
And they're out. It is time to race. 8 laps here for Stock 1000 to kick off this championship at Michelin Raceway, Road Atlanta. Another good start from the front row, and you can see they're on the outside. I believe that was Andrew Lee getting alongside of Ashton Yates.
Ashton and Andrew were going side by side, but it's actually JD Beach up there in second, looks like. It is a really good start for JD there from the second row. Ashton there fourth, Andrew Lee third.
The red and blue from the Hondas. Another incident here on the opening lap of Stock 1000. This time the rider able to get up, get to the bike. Beach falling back into third. So we'll continue going with heads down. Jason Uribe leading, and you can see now Andrew Lee being able to get around. JD Beach taking over that second position. So JD. There's Dion Campbell and Jason Waters with that new foot peg on the bike. 2 of them staying together. Jason making the move around Dion. There's Ashton Yates and JD Beach. This is a battle for third. This is a battle to get onto the podium between the 2 Honda riders. JD holding on to it right now, but Ashton's had a solid weekend and certainly doesn't want to give up any of that momentum that he's been carrying since leading that first practice session. But JD Beach in his first time out here with this platform in the Stock 1000 for the season, proving that he's going to be a contender all season long.
Jason last lap 25.9. That's a new race lap record for Stock 1000. Andrew Lee, his teammate though, matches him.
A new continuing to get quicker and quicker.
Looks like Ashton's going to be able to make the move on JD down into turn 10. Is he going to be able to make it stick?
Number 36 continuing to lead over Andrew Lee. He just had a really good start both really times.
Good. And just they're really good that first lap, and that puts a lot of pressure. As he makes a mistake there, turn 10A. Jason overshot the first part of turn 10 a little bit. You seen he was up on the curb.
Look at the gap now back to third and fourth.
Yeah, they poured out about 3 seconds on Ashton, so they the battle right now for the win looks like it's going to come down between the two teammates unless they start battling and slowing each other up.
Back up front, Jason Uribe continuing to lead. He said it earlier, he wants the title this season and certainly can't win a championship in the first race of the season, but you can give yourself just a little more confidence, a little more going into the rest of the season. And he said it, if we don't go home with the title, we're not even coming back next year. So everything's on the line here in Stockton. Take a look at the quickest times up front as we come towards the white flag, Roger. Jason Uribe, his best time, a 1:25.986. Andrew Lee, his best time, a 1:25.987. A thou separating the two teammates as we are now on the final lap of this first race of the 2025 Stock 1000 Championship season. Jason Uribe had a tremendous start, able to get to the lead, while Andrew Lee was the pole sitter. He has sat in second behind his teammate, taking note.
Andrew mentioned today in qualifying that first sector is the one that he has been struggling with all weekend. You can see again, Jason's able to pull out a couple bike links. He needs to get closer if he wants to use the draft.
Jason Uribe can't afford to make a mistake here. He's got to keep his head down, do what he has done for the first 7 laps here on the final lap.
Look at Andrew or Jason blocking the inside, gonna make Andrew go around the outside. Just isn't close enough to make a move. Maybe up under the hill, he gets a good run out of turn 11.
Right, they come under the bridge, coming down the hill. Andrew's right there. Is he able to get to the inside? It's going to be a drag race down the start finish. It's going to go to Andrew Lee taking home the win here at race number 1 in Stock 1000. Jason Uribe having to settle for second, and then Ashton Yates able to bring home the final spot on the podium with the 3rd place finish. That was a tremendous battle between the two teammates. You can see Andrew Lee put his head down. He can't believe he was able to execute that pass.
Corner you see here, just letting off the little bit of the brakes, and he was also really respectful to his teammate. He could have ran a little bit wide on the exit of turn 12 here and maybe put Jason off the track a little bit, but look, he gives Jason room to get on the throttle and to come back if he wants.
Side by side to the stripe. It's a photo finish. Take a look how close it was. 9 thousandths of a second.
You guys went out that way, yeah.
Look at his face. I mean, it's just the emotion is just really cool to see.
Yes. Good job, dude. Yes, that was a battle and a half. Yes. Jesus Christ.
He'll get to celebrate this one tonight. Myself and Roger Hayden, we're going to step away. Next out on the racetrack will be Motivation Supersport. Race number 1 here from Michelin Raceway, Road Atlanta. That call will be brought to you by Greg White, Jason Pridmore, and Hannah Lopa.